Just want to get your NFC East thoughts. So we go longer shot in the NFC North. It's kind of viewed to be just a two-team race as far as the Eagles, Cowboys. Eagles minus 110, Cowboys plus 170. Then you have the Giants plus 750, Commanders 10-1. To you, Michael, I'd assume you feel like this is a two-team race between Eagles and Cowboys. Who are you going with here?
Yeah, I don't trust the Cowboys. There's something about them that I don't trust. I went Eagles here. And I want to be different. I don't want to be like everybody else, but I think the Eagles are they're hard to play, right? I mean, think about this, Ben. They scored 296 points in the first half last year, right? 209. And here's what I think people have misconstrued about the Eagles. If you were to ask 10 people on the street, did Jalen Hurts run more effectively in 22 or 23 or 21 or 22? Right. Unanimously, they would say, oh, he was way better in 22, right? He wasn't. He wasn't. He gained 26 more yards, but his yards per carry went down almost a yard. He was way better off of the six-back offense throwing it with his action in the run game. He only carried it 26 more times, 24 more times, something like that. So, like, this offense, because of their ability to score and play from in front, it's just challenging to play. And that offensive line is so good, it's hard to constantly go in there and get them to play from behind, which if I'm not sure they're equipped to do from a schematic standpoint, but they don't need to. They're running the single wing. They're running it really well, and Hurts is a really accurate thrower on the deep ball down the field, and they've got guys who can make plays after the catch.
Right. And literally it's funny how the only statistical category where Philadelphia did not rank inside the top 10 last year was the run defense on an EPA per play basis, and yet you look at the personnel and you go, is there a better defensive line, maybe San Francisco, than what Philadelphia is throwing out there in 2023?
Yeah, but it's hard to run the ball on Philly because you're behind. When you score 296 points in the first half, how do you keep running the ball? How do you keep dialing runs up? Say, let's run it here. Let's run it. No, wait a minute. We're behind by 2 scores. They went into halftime last year with a touchdown lead on average. Do you realize they scored 296 points in the first half? Crazy. They scored 447 for the season. I mean, like they ended games quickly.
I mean, I don't know where you have them. I have Philadelphia number 1 power-rated team going into the season, partially because you're in the weaker conference in the NFC, but still, the personnel they have, it's a team that I am still very, very high on, even after losing in the Super Bowl. And there's sometimes that very, very lazy narrative that, you get the Super Bowl losers hangover. Well, Cincinnati proved that wasn't a thing last year. I'm definitely not believing that will be the case for Philly in 2023.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.